All right, hey everybody. Welcome back to another stream. This is your host Thomas and PBS Program Breaker here once again with another stream. Yeah, didn't expect me to do another. Uh, yeah. And Movie GameLover98 says, okay, I might be able to stay for a while, and then I have to go back to my place. Oh, okay, understandable. But hey, welcome back to another stream. Uh, just waiting for Movie GameLover98 to respond. And while I'm at it, um. Shoot, I better make sure. Okay, there. Uh, I'm going to do this, and then while I'm at it, I'll play a game for a bit until Movie Game Lover 98 arrives. And Movie Game Lover 98, if you're seeing this, here's the link. Yeah, here you go. Here's the link, Movie Game Lover 98. Alright. So, alright. So, in today's stream, as you all know from the title, this is for Bob the Builder fans, which I come up with an idea of maybe making my own Canon version of Bob the Builder. I thought about it and I was like, you know what? That's a pretty good idea. I think I'll do that. I was like, well, I said that to myself at least. Yeah, I thought about that and it was a pretty good idea. Alright, Movie Game Lover 98. Let me know if you do see the link. Because I had that bug one time and I don't know why it happened. Alright. So, while we're waiting for him, we'll just play this game. Shoot. And there might be a bit times I might swear, so I know you may not like swearing on my channel. Well, it's just only my channel, but I'll try to not swear as much as I can. I mean, it's still my channel though, but and if I had to pick the best character for Bob the Builder, I know Movie Game 1198 wants to show me something, so yeah. And I know some of you guys may have not watched Bob the Builder as much. And yes, I'll be doing it from Ready Steady Build all the way to... No. I mean, I'll be doing from the original series all the way to... No. I'll be doing it from the original series all the way to Ready Steady Build. Because, like I said in my community post, at least it's canon to the original series, unlike... So when I think of Bob, by the way, to anyone who wonders, I think of Bob as her tough and half from Thomas and Friends. And for Scoop, obviously Thomas, because, you know, I mean, he's the leader, but there's a difference between being a leader and being a boss. I think. At least I think. All right. Sorry, been silent for a bit. Yes, I can. Can we build it? Yes, we can. I, I can. Can we do? Yes, I can. Well, to be honest, while I enjoyed Thomas and Friends a lot, which I am a big fan of Thomas and Friends, but I also enjoy Bob the Builder too because Bob the Builder to me feels underrated. I mean, I guess I can understand why because but I think Bob the Builder will always be my favorite. All right. Let's see. Is movie GameLover98 joined here? Oh, here we go. Hey, movie GameLover98. How's it going?
Hey, great. I just saw a movie just today.
Oh, you did the Mario movie?
Yes, I loved it so much.
Oh, dude, I didn't have a chance to watch it because I was too busy.
Well, you got a chance over the weekend if you get some time.
Yeah,
I mean, if you got time over the weekend, if not, that's fine. It's still out. You still got a chance.
and oh yeah, as you can tell from the title, I'm going to be doing my own canon version of Bob the Builder, which
Yeah,
I
I
know
can also,
some people probably don't care for sometimes.
yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah, I guess because of Bob going downhill with Ready Steady Build or the reboot. I don't know, it was one of those.
Yeah, I can show you some cool stuff.
Yeah, show
Well,
me.
I got Dragon Tales Adventures in Dragonlane in much better shape. Well, I did turn my camera off, but then I just decided to do my face camera facing backwards, so I don't see my face because I don't like to show it when I'm wearing a jacket on because I think it's kind of chilly outside my area.
Oh, okay.
Yep, I
I
got
have my
adventures.
camera off too most of the time.
Yeah, I know because you don't want to show your personal information. Yeah, yeah, I got a new
Even though I
copy.
did sort of do that once.
Yeah, I got Adventures in Dragonlane with a. This disc is even shinier than the one I got at Goodwill. Than the one I got off eBay was much shinier than the one I got from Goodwill.
Yeah. And
Next up, we got It's Cool to Be Me.
yeah. While I enjoy Dragon Tales and all, it's just the only reason I'm not much of a big fan nowadays is because of the fact that there hasn't been any recent content.
Like they didn't make anything new of the show ever since it got taken off, and they haven't made anything new ever since.
Yeah, I got taken off at the end of August 2010.
And said it would be taken. Well, it the last I think it debuted on PBS Kids one last time in September 2000. No, in August 2010, the very last day.
Uh-huh.
And then it said on September 1st they would be removing it off PBS Kids completely,
Yeah.
which is a shame because Dragon Tales was nominated for many Emmys, becoming the #1 preschool show along with Thomas and Friends.
Yeah.
Next up, Easy as 1, 2, 3, which this is my disc I got from Disc Replay because you tell I know there's a little mark on Ort's face, but at least this is still my original disc. But this has
Yeah.
a pamphlet. I
And you
swapped
could
it,
also consider Bob the Builder barricade quality.
but another thing I would talk to you also this is Bob the Builder related. Did you know that Bob the Builder himself kind of looks at the audience in the Project Build It series short, Bob and the Sliding Doors Part 1. Doesn't he
It's
and
not
Wendy talk?
Project Build It. It's more of an original series short because of the original voice actors and the music.
Oh, like the original music and the original voices of Bob, Wendy, and the team?
Well, Wendy's voice remained the same. Like you know how all the voice casts keep changing a lot. For example, in the original series, Velocity was voiced by Sonya Lett, which I thought, like I said before, I thought Sonya was perfect for the character, despite female.
Yeah. And here's playing
And
Fairmix
then
playing.
replaced with Emma Tate.
Yeah.
And then I think in Ready Steady Build, which I said this in my community post, I will do it from Ready all the way to Ready Steady Build since it's canon to the original show. And yeah.
Yeah. And yeah. Yep, here's my playing Fairmix playing Fun, which I know, yes, has that terrible episode that me and Flicka both hate.
Bully for You.
No, it's No Hitter.
Oh yeah. I thought
But you know, there's,
Luca said that this episode was mediocre.
well, I say it's garbage because Max will not stop acting like a brat in that episode and just accept what his sister Emmy just said.
Yeah. Also, I think in season 3 of Dragon Tales, wasn't there like a yellow tint or something in a way?
I think there was. Can you like how the tint in Thomas season 11 had like a yellow filter? Because it looks like it's like they're like in a comic book version. It's like whenever I saw that tint of the engines of season 11, it's like someone tilted down a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. Like I remember I used to watch Dragon Tales before it got taken out in 2010. Like I watched it in 2010. Lucky, right?
Before it got taken off months later.
Yeah,
And
very lucky, right?
Yeah, and I finally got a new Sing and Dance in Dragonland DVD. The reason I'm keeping this copy is because the disc has a little bit more color filter on it to it than the one I got from Goodwill, and it doesn't have like some like scratched parts. Like it's all scratched up on the back, even though Jake Martin can have those copies. Because I don't know why. Isn't it impossible to buy the things off the eBay for the other people, but to ship it to their location? I don't know how to do something like that. Buy it off of
Yeah.
buy it off of eBay for that person, but ship it to their location? That's no possible way.
Yeah, I don't think you can do that, but you know, don't you have a Bob the Builder release? Yes, we can.
Yeah, it's in my. I think it's in my boxes. I think I'll go grab it. I can also show you some Bob stuff. This is Bob the Builder related too.
Yeah, and you can also show me this 2001 release called "Can We Fix It?" Oh wait! Before you show me, yes, we can. I just want to say something, okay? Oh shoot, what's wrong?
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't have the release. Can we fix it? But I have. Yes, we can. The release.
Okay. Now before you show the "Can Yes We Can" release, can I say something?
Yeah.
Can we fix it? Now you can show your camera.
Like just bring it back. I guess I'll just say it like this. Or, I mean, I have my camera off. So I'll just say it. Yes, we can.
You have the release? Or no?
Oh, yeah. Or actually, yeah. Let me bring it in. And well, you'll say it, and then I'll bring it.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, bring it to the camera.
All right, ready? All right. All right. All right. Can
Yes,
we fix it?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, that's the release. It's a 2005 release, basically. I'm pretty sure all those episodes are from season 9.
But except this is an error on the back. It says 2004, even though this is from the start of 2005. kind of like how yes, Barney's Let's Go to the Farm and the Wiggles Live Hot Potatoes. They say 2004 on the back, but they were produced. They were released at the very start of 2005.
Yeah. Um, yeah. I think I can't remember the release. Bob the Builder release, getting the job done.
Yeah,
I think getting the job done was released after or before. I'll have to look at that. But I know getting the job done has 3 episodes from season 8 and 2 of them from season 9.
yeah, it's. I know that's on the necessity back because I looked up on the Bob the Moviepedia to look up the releases of Bob the Builder, and it might show it saying maybe it just show Getting the Job Done did release after Yes We Can. Like if you go to Moviepedia and look up just search up Moviepedia Bob the Builder.
Yeah. So I'm in the wiki right now. So yeah, getting the job done.
So at least
All right. So
weeks
it came
after
out
Thomas,
in, huh?
it released months after Thomas. Songs from the Station released on VHS and DVD.
Yeah, and Help Is on the Way came out on March 22nd, 2005.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure Yes We Can was the first release of 2005. So
Yeah, it is. It is.
it says January 18th, 2005. I think so. Let me see.
Which one? Yes, we can.
Yes, yeah, yes.
Yeah, it was really. It's the first release in 2005.
Yeah, I have to watch some of these episodes on these releases just to see if
Oh,
they're good
yes,
or
we
not.
can.
I watched Yes We Can from the library before. That's why I bought it. I
So
also
which
want to get
one's
it
your
on.
favorite though?
Let's see. From this release, I would have to pick maybe Lofty the Artist, or I have to say, I have to say, I don't know. I think it's this thumbnail from an episode that Rolly's helping someone out.
Rolly's
Rolly's
important
important.
job.
Yeah, I think
Yeah. Yeah,
I
I
think
was.
it'd be hard. I think it'd be hard to name off these episodes what seasons they're from. I think Bob the Farmer. I think is from season, like you said
All
before. I
those
think
episodes are from season 9, actually.
Bob the Farmer and all those other four are.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Not gonna lie, I do feel bad for Rolly in this episode. Rolly's important job.
Yeah,
Yeah. So if I wanted to do my own canon version of Bob the Builder, do you think 13 episodes would be enough for each of them?
yeah.
Yeah, I feel like maybe they should be even, like even numbers.
It's like I know that's like including like episodes from each era, but make it even as possible.
Yeah, like make them even. Like maybe you could have seasons 1 through 9 have 20 episodes each.
Yeah,
Like seasons 1 through 9 if the original series can have 20 episodes each. Which seasons 1 to 9, just so you know, they're part of the original series as a reminder. And then seasons 10 to 16 of Project Build It. Uh yeah, seasons 10 to maybe 16. I can't remember. I'll have to look at that again. Season 9. I'll have to go through. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, you know season 9 of Bob the Builder?
yeah.
Yeah, there is a bit of sunshine tint in this one in that season because it makes me feel like it's Project Build It, but in reality, it's actually the original series. Yeah. So yeah, we got season 10. Like season 9, like I said before, is the last season of the original series, and season 10 is the first one of the Project Builder series. And let me check. So season 10 has a total of I'll have to go through this. Oh, jeez. I'll just have to go through the list of episodes. Can you see the wiki?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna retry this again, and then. So, like I said before, seasons 1 to 9 should have 20 episodes each. And season 10, which of course, seasons 1 to 9 were the only seasons to have Alan Marriott voicing Mr. Bentley and Spud, and then starting with Project Build It series, and for the remainder of the series, for some reason, the UK voices Rob Rackstraw voices Mr. Bentley and Spud. Yet he still voices, yet Marriott still voices Scoop and Travis. I don't know what's the reason for that.
It's just to make it not so confusing for the audience, because you know how like people are getting so fed up of Carrie Shell voicing both Gordon and Sir Topham Hatt in the US dub, but at least he does his Henry and James in seasons 13 to 18 doesn't try to make it sound equally as the same.
Yeah, I guess I guess I can understand that. And yeah. And also season 10 and seasons 1 to 9, I think the original music, I think that was the original music. I can't remember what it was who composed it. I think it was the one that composed the I'll have to go through this. Okay, so starting with season 10, Keith Hopwood is the one who composes seasons 10 to 16 of Bob the Builder. However, the theme song still remains the same. The theme song and
Yeah.
the end credits, everything remains the same, unlike Thomas and Friends. Even though I don't mind engine roll call version of the intro, not as good as the classic version, but I guess I can understand why they changed it. I mean, I don't blame them.
And yeah, I remember one time I was playing the Bob the Builder Bob Builds a Park PC game. This is also related to Bob the Builder.
Uh-huh.
Like like there's this one finale game where you have to basically help make a firework display to launch fireworks, but it's like I think like when you're playing this game as a kid, you have to make sure you have someone older to help you with that part of the job, even though
Okay.
I can
Okay,
understand.
so it's Paul K. Joey. It's Paul K. Joyce who does the music for the original series, like composes the music. So yeah, season 10 has. So if you don't count the pilot episode, well, I guess you could count the pilot episode. You know, Bob's Big Plan, which is the part of this, which is the star of Project Build It.
Yeah.
And I think I can understand why in the UK version they use the original series intro because it's a pilot episode.
Yeah. I know the very
Yeah,
first official one just says Bob's Fresh Start.
one. Yeah, starting with Bob's Fresh Start, they started using the new intro, like new scenes. 4, 5, 6. Okay, so season 10 has a total of 14 episodes. Maybe make it at least 20 or something.
I guess so.
Yeah, yeah. And then we got season 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Maybe you could have, yeah, 20. So there's 12 episodes for season 11. Oh, and did you know that there are, believe it or not, 2 episodes that were originally recorded by Greg Props, but then they were redubbed by Mark Silk in 2007 for a test episode? Well, yeah, they were redubbed by Mark Silk. There's like 2 episodes redubbed by him. And they were the 2
Oh,
Scrambler episodes, Scrambler in the Doghouse and Scrambler in the Colorful Cave, which I think you can find it on the Scrambler to the Rescue 2007 release, believe it or not. The Greg Props version, you can only see it on PBS. Although Bob's voice is not the only one that was redubbed, Rolly and Dizzy's voice were redubbed as well. Like Laura Lee King voices redubbed as the voice as Rolly, and Emma Tate redubbed Dizzy as well. So like in 2007, the US voice cast changed again. Like starting in 2007, Mark Silk voices Bob, Emma Tate voices Dizzy, and Laura Lee King, who's the voice for Wendy. Believe it or not, out of all the characters that were voiced in the US dub, Wendy is like the only character I know that, well, in the main series, like the only main character in the main series to not have a voice change at all.
Yeah,
Believe it or
I
not.
get that.
Yeah, yeah. So the Greg Props version of Scrambler in the Doghouse, I think it's lost, unfortunately. Like you can't find it on any release. You can only see it on PBS airings, which sucks.
Yeah, and also, did you remember? I also want to tell you this is also Bob the Builder related. I know you never touched the Bob the Builder Leap Head book. Bob and Lofty Saved the Day.
I don't think I did that. Why? And
I
then we
mean,
got okay.
the YouTuber who goes by Dan Finnegan, he's done a video on it before many years ago. I mean, I just never
Yeah,
watched it.
yeah. And by the way, if you don't know, Project Build It was produced between 2004 to 2007. So I'm pretty sure William Duffers was originally going to voice Bob in season 10, meaning that this would only be the project only see which means that season 10 would have been the only Project Build It season to have William Duffers as Bob, Sonia Letty as Lofty, and probably like that. Yeah. To be honest, it would have been nice because I thought William Duffers was perfect for the character, in my opinion. Like for the best, like I would say he's the best voice actor for Bob in the U.S. with Neely Morrissey being the first.
Yeah, and I was looking through my release dates for all my Bob the Builder DVDs. It turns out that the Building Friendships release was released a while after the Knights of Fix-a-Lot released on VHS and DVD, because it says on the Bob the Builder Wikipedia that Knights of Fix-a-Lot released in March of 03, but they put earlier print dates saying some people's print date was printed on January of 03.
Oh, okay. 20
So
years
yeah,
ago.
20 years
We
ago
got
that release.
and then we got season 12. Oh, and can I give you something as well? I forgot.
Sure.
What I was trying to say was Project Builder was produced from 2004 to 2007.
Yeah.
Yeah, and not to mention that season 10, even though it aired in 2005 on PBS, it actually, believe it or not, it was actually produced in 2004. So yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, you know one season 11 episode of Bob the Builder, Spud's Bumper Harvest?
I think I've heard of it. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, like in the UK version, Bob sounded so angry when he said, "And I only tidied it up this morning."
Well, in the US one, I think he toned it down a bit.
Yeah, to be honest, he did sound a bit harsh in the UK version, which I guess I can understand. Yeah. Anyways, we got season 12. To be honest, season 12 of Bob the Builder reminds me of season 10 of Thomas and Friends. Like, season 10 I think is when all the characters started to act stupid in my opinion. Hello? Are you
Oh
listening?
yeah, sorry. I had to let out a yawn.
Oh, okay. Anyway, so what I was trying to say is season 12 reminds me of season 10 of Thomas and Friends. Bob the Builder season 12 reminds me of season 10 of Thomas and Friends. Like that's when all the characters really started to sort of act like idiots in a way, but not terribly.
But I know some people say they do like the season 10 episode of Thomas James the Second best.
Yeah, I enjoy that episode. Anyways, so there are 14 episodes in season 12, so I think I will extend it to 20. Season 13, so let me give you the cop. Seasons 10 to 11, no, season 10 was produced in 2004. Season 11 was produced in 2005. Seasons 12 to 14 were produced in 2006. Seasons 15 to 16 of Bob the Builder, Project Builder, were produced in 2007. And season 13, we have 12 episodes extended to 20.
Okay.
Then season 14, which of course it's the last season to feature Greg Proops as the voice of Bob and Maria Darling as the voice of Rolly and Dizzy. To be honest, I really don't know what happened. And yes, like I said before, season 14 of Bob the Builder, I think it was produced in 2006, although it aired in 2007, but uses the 2007 Hit Entertainment logo, which I know it's not as good, okay?
Yeah, I just like the old Hit Entertainment logo where it's spelled out. Like, it has the logo, like I mentioned, we know what the Hit Entertainment logo from like 1998 or 97 to 2006 looks like.
Yeah. Also, I think season so I'm pretty sure because of this, I think season 14 of Bob the Builder was the last season to use the old Hit logo, even though it aired in 2007, I think.
Yeah, I can see why.
Yeah. And not to mention that this is the last season to feature Greg Proops as the voice of Bob. To be honest, Greg Proops made Bob sound a bit nasally at times.
Yeah, I can see why right there.
Yeah, and also Maria Darling voicing Rolly and Dizzy, and yeah, yeah. And then we got season 15, which this season was produced in 2007 alongside. This was produced in 2007 alongside, like. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. Then we got season 15. Yeah, season 15, which was produced in 2007, even though the wiki says it was produced from late 2006 to early 2007, but it's mostly 2007, mainly because of the new Hit logo and all.
Yeah,
And if I had to pick a favorite episode from this season, I'd say Scoop's best team ever because, I think I like that one a lot.
yeah,
Yeah. And another episode I do enjoy is Rolly Brings the House Down because it reminds me of Calling All Engines in a way. Where Rolly was doing skidsies and then he knocks the shelter down. It
yeah.
basically reminds, huh? Yeah, yeah.
I know some other episodes, like when you were looking at the wiki page earlier. I know, yes, there's some other ones where they had to change the UK tile, but add a U in color, but the US one doesn't.
Yeah. And I forgot to mention the season 12 episode. I forgot to mention the season 12 episode, Bashing Crushing Benny, which is seen on the New to the Crew 2007 release. Did you know that when Benny gets stuck in the rocks, she's in the UK version, she says stupid. I can't remember. She says stupid in the UK version, but in the US it's omitted, which thank God for that.
Yeah, because I know like other shows, like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, I don't want to hear them say stupid either.
Wait, they say stupid?
No, at least they just say they just express feelings. You know how. everyone knows Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, but rest in peace, Fred Rogers.
Yeah, 20 years ago. Yeah. And season 15 has a total of 15 episodes. No, I'm not kidding. It has 15. But I think it should extend it to 20. And Clean as a Whistle Bristol is like the season finale. But to be honest, it's really upsetting Bristol doesn't appear after this season. Well, I mean, he doesn't appear after Project Build It ended. I'm sure he deserves more character development, definitely. And then we got season 16, the last season of the Project Build It series, and also the last season to use stop motions.
Yeah, because this is when they go into CGI. Just like how, yes, they did CGI animation masks on Thomas models, even though they should have just left it going fully model in season 12 of Thomas, which I would have loved better.
Yeah. I don't mind. Yeah. Yeah. I don't mind if they use CGI, just as long as. But you don't ever combine CGI faces with models. That doesn't work.
But there are two characters that, well, one is still in his traditional model form, but they don't see his model face in season 12, but they do mention him in one episode, and there's one air vehicle that is completely fully animated.
Harold the helicopter?
Yes, Harold is fully animated in season 12, but Cranky is still in his traditional model, but you just don't see his face, his mask at all. But one episode they do mention his name.
Yeah. And yeah. And also this season has a total of 13 episodes. And yes, and Inspector Calls is the very last episode of the Project Build It series. Oh, watching this episode sort of makes me cry a bit because I don't know. To be honest, yeah.
Yeah, it makes you upset that this is gonna be the last using claymation of Bob the Builder.
Yeah. And yeah. And to be honest, I do think characters like Bristol deserve more character development. Like I said before. And Sumsy's special building is like marks the last appearance of Sumsy, which she looks a bit similar to Trix, by the way, but colored.
Are you talking about
Sumsy.
Sumsy?
You may not know her. Do you know the character?
I think I've known that character before.
Yeah. Yeah, Sumsy. Ugh. Man, her last appearance was Sumsy's special building, which I'm sure she deserves more character development. And yes, like I said before, there should be 20 episodes. And I think, and then there would be another movie. I'm pretty sure there's a total of 3 specials from Project Build It.
Yeah, I think there's 2 on-site releases, on-site houses and playgrounds, and
there's one about houses, skyscrapers.
I think there's skyscrapers, and then there's another one called Roads.
Yeah, I think I've seen a promo before. I can't remember which release it was, but it features Mark Silk as the voice of Bob.
Because I know like there's a promo for the Bob the Builder on-site houses and playgrounds on the Thomas Great Discovery release.
Yeah, and yeah. And also this is the last time Emma Tate voices Lofty as well. Even though after this season or something like that, Lofty is replaced with Lizzie Waterworth. And yet, Emma Tate still voices Dizzy throughout the series. Hello?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Anyways, so yeah, I think there's a total of at least yeah, I do remember watching some episodes of Project Build It, thankfully. I didn't watch the original series, so yeah.
Yeah,
Anyways.
I mean, if you had to pick a favorite episode from each season of the original seasons 1 through 9 of Bob the Builder, which one would you have to pick from all 9 seasons?
Well, I think for season, I can't think of any, but for season 9, definitely Scoop the Disco Dancer.
Yeah, and also be cool. What if there's a Dragon Tales Bob the Builder parodies? Like, who should be Bob when I don't know
I'm
which.
not good. I'm not good with one of those Dragon Tales characters, but I guess we could.
I mean, like, it'd be hard to like separate them because like Zack and Wheezy are two heads instead of one, and but except like I think we need to be like someone who could be Dizzy because like how in the Toss the Tank Engine version we use.
Cassie,
I guess we
Cassie or
could.
Emmy.
I guess Emmy could be Dizzy. I guess or because I think because and I think like maybe Ord could be Lofty because there's some people
Yeah, I
because
guess
they're
that
both
makes sense.
because they're both blue, but they can sometimes be afraid of stuff.
And I can't remember the character who's a father figure, but I'm pretty sure he would suit perfectly for Bob.
I mean, I guess Ketzel could do the trick, but I
Yeah,
mean,
Ketzel, that's the character.
yeah, Ketzel could be Bob, and maybe I don't know which one Max could be, like Rolly or because Lord's gonna be Lofty.
Yeah. Also, yeah, I think that could work. And about what I said, my stream I was talking about.
Yeah,
Like, I think I said that we should do a movie. Let me just go through the wiki. So, were there any specials?
we've got Knights of Fix-a-Lot, which I know is one of
No, no,
them.
no.
Oh,
No, I'm talking about the Project Builder ones.
oh, I'm trying to think if there was a movie in Project Build It series.
So, Built to Be Wild was one of them, and Race to the
Oh, okay,
Finish
that's
was another one.
yeah. I
Hmm?
know I think one of them was one because I know there was a promo. If you had the VHS and DVD of Thomas Tales from the Tracks, they have a Built to Be Wild promo on the VHS and DVD of Tales from the Tracks of Thomas, and also on the DVD Come Ride the Rails.
Yeah. Built to Be Wild, to be honest, I think it should be retitled Built in the Wild Build in the West or something like that. Because to be honest, when you say Built to Be Wild, it's like you're in a jungle or something.
Yeah, and I'm surprised they produced it in VHS after summer 2006 was over, because because VHSs were going out of business in like 2005 and 2006, and for some reason they kept doing Bob the Builder releases after August 2006 on VHS.
Oh, that's weird. Anyways, yeah, season 16, and I think we should add one more special. That would be similar to the Great Discovery. What do you think?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it should be called. Should it be called Leader of the Can-Do Crew or something?
leader of the Can Do crew.
Yeah, because that's what the crew is called. Can-Do Crew.
Yeah,
Yeah, Scoop gets jealous of a newcomer called Scratch.
yeah, it's like the similar thing of Toss being jealous of Stanley in the Great Discovery.
Yeah, so I think that's what we can do.
Okay.
So, leader of the Can-Do Crew would be good. What about the UK? Or how about leader of the Fix-It Crew? While in the UK, we can call it leader of the Can-Do Crew. What do you think?
Yeah, that'd be kind of a cool way to make sure it doesn't confuse the audience out there. Yeah.
Yeah, but it would be part of Project Build It. Okay.
Yeah. And I was
Yeah,
just
which
eye
I
on the
know we.
oh, yeah, I was just keeping an eye on the time because I'm probably gonna leave in 5 minutes.
Oh man, really?
I mean, I mean, I was gonna go do something eventually, but I want to eventually wait till the stream start. But at least I'll stay for a few more minutes.
Okay, okay. And then we got the start of Ready Steady Build, which if you don't know what I was saying before about the
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I said something. What was I saying? I think I was saying something about the Project Build It release. So, leader of the Can Do Crew for the UK, but I think it should be, but in the US it'll be called leader of the Fix It Crew. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, I know that this broadcasted in the U.S. of Race Day Build was a while after the first full CGI season of Thomas broadcasted.
Yeah, because like seasons 13 to 14 of Thomas and Friends broadcasted in 2010, while season 15 broadcasted in 2011, and 16 broadcasted in 2012, right?
Yeah, even though they did release some DVD releases of season 16 in 2013.
Yeah.
Well, one of them is named after an episode of season 16, Muddy Matters, which is.
What were you
Well,
saying?
there was some Thomas Nitrogen CGI Miller era releases of Thomas in full CGI that are got home media releases named after the episode of the same name, like Splish Splash Splosh, Toss Runaway Kite, Creaky Cranky, Merry Winter Wish, The Lion of Sodor, Pop Goes Thomas, Thomas in Charge,
And
and
Go Go Thomas, but it's from a song.
but I'll just say Up Up and Away, then Money Matters, and well, and maybe a few, and maybe including Go Go Thomas, even though that's named after the sing along song. Even though these releases contain the season 16 version of Go Go Thomas, while the only one to feature the Hero of the Rails version on physical media was the actual movie itself, Hero of the Rails, while on other ones they would show the season 16 one.
Yeah. And then we got Ready Steady Build, which I think you don't know the special, my fan made special, the leader of the Fix It crew. It'll be a pilot special of how Bob and the whole crew moved to Fixham Harbor.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be something like that.
Okay. So, yeah, looking at some of these,
And also, by the way, and you know what? At least they do keep some of the characters. Scrambler was one of them. Scrambler still stays in the series, and Spud still stays in the series as well. To be honest, it's a good thing they still kept Scrambler, and also they still keep Farmer Pickles and all that stuff. They still keep Travis and others. It's a good thing they keep those, because if they didn't, then I'd be a bit disappointed.
yeah, because at least like, even though I know you don't really like Travis's his actual smile he makes in the first full CGI season of Bob the Builder, like he actually does make a happy expression now because this is made in full CGI now.
Yeah, like his mouth is so weird.
Because at least like when he does it, when he talks in the original series and Project Build series, at least his mouth is still shaped like an oval, but at least he still voices his expressions and feelings.
Yeah. Although after Project Build It ended, Alan Marriott left the crew. Instead, David Menken voices Scoop and he voices Travis. I think he's okay, but not as good as Alan Marriott though.
I can really understand that, but yeah, I think it's 8:55, Toss. So I think it's okay if I just go and leave, so I can just.
Yeah, I'll just outro the stream.
Okay, so I'll just go and leave. Yeah.
And we'll try again maybe in your stream or something. Oh, okay. Alright guys, I think I'll end the stream here. Sorry if it's been a bit short, so yeah. Thanks for watching and I'll see you all next time. Bye.